was afraid this day would never come, but it's here. We've never seen you more happier than we do now.
Someone once asked me, what's the difference between a good friend and a best friend? A good friend knows all your stories, but a best friend helps you write them. And Landan is that best friend. But one thing that Landan always had on was his Crocs and a cutoff. Until he met Brooke. Thank you, Brooke, for putting a little style in Landan's laid-back lifestyle.
Like a lot of you here tonight, and now Brooke can tell you, when you know, you know. When I knew, I knew. I knew Landan was the one for her. And I quickly realized what a sweet and genuine person Landan was. We met and got to talking. I think the second or third thing that came out of my mouth during conversation was, well, Landan, I will be Brooke's maid of honor one day. I need you to do something memorable tonight so I have good content for my speech at the rehearsal dinner. Did I not? Most guys would have looked at me like I was absolutely crazy. But no, not Landan. He giggled and said he would make it happen. Not 2 minutes later, a truck drives by honking and people are yelling and hanging out of it. It was Landan's parents.
Brooke is extremely intelligent, hardworking, she's fierce, she has the best hair of all time. She's a fashion inspiration to us all. And Landan, you were warm and welcoming from the minute that Travis and I met you. You asked us when we were gonna come back to Lake Charles to visit, and we said, well, why don't y'all come to Houston, which, mind you all, is the 4th largest city in America with thousands of places for entertainment. Landan looked us dead ass in the eye and said, now what the hell is there to do in Houston?
And I'll say this, out of the 25 plus years I've known the guy, I have never once genuinely seen him mad about really anything. So it would make you wonder, somebody that's always that happy, to be able to tell when something else comes in their life that is so great. And I will say it was night and day whenever Brooke came into his life. I mean, he looked like a 7-month pregnant lady, just glowing. I mean, I've never seen him so happy. Look, he had his arm clouds on. I was like, dude, those are not Crocs. What are those? I was like, I like her, man. She's doing some good things for you.
Landan, I can vividly remember the first time I
don't want to be the reason why you have to leave.
Being your wife means more to me than you will ever know.
I knew you were the one for me.
Wait for what the future holds.
Landan, son, a father always hopes and dreams that some man will meet his daughter and marry her. And you hope that he's a good man and a kind man and a respectful man, and you are. I've had the opportunity to watch you and see how you are, this smile all the time, this kind heart, this loving heart. It was obvious to me that you were the one. Brooke, you're an amazing young lady. Me and your mother find you to be not only a pleasure, but a treasure. And from the second and the minute and the hour and the day and the week and the month and the years since you were born, you've been nothing but a pleasure. You're a dream come true. If God would have let me search the entire world for a better daughter, I couldn't have found one. And I'd say, Brooke, the reason I love you more than anything in the world is because you're the only thing that's ever gonna really be mine. And she still is the only thing in the world that's ever gonna be mine. But now I have to share her. And I'm glad I'm sharing her with you, Landan. Congratulations, I love you both.
You know, we come here tonight and we pray that we may love as Jesus loved. And Jesus says, love as I love. And how did Jesus love? Jesus gave himself completely over to the will of the Father. He gave his all. Tonight in that spirit, you come together tonight to give your all to each other. Now, you know, there's a story about a guy that he had a vision of the Lord, and he said, Lord, he said, you know, I've always wondered, what is hell like? Because I'd like to see it because I don't want to go there. And he said, I'd like to see what heaven is like because I want to go there. So he brought him into this huge banquet room, and there was all these huge tables laid out with all the wonderful stuff. And everybody was in there, but all they could eat with was a long spoon. And the people were crying and miserable because they couldn't get the spoon around to their mouth. And that was hell. Then they took him to another banquet room, and everybody's laughing and joking and have a great old time because they found out they could take those same long spoons and they were all feeding each other. True love is always caring and looking out for the needs of another.
You two are a true representation of two people who at the right time in both of their lives found each other and decided to make that special vow to love one another forever. I hope that you will always know how truly extraordinary it is to walk side by side with God and fall deeper and deeper in love with the same person every single day for the rest of your life.
Well, Brooke, I'm so glad he has somebody to spend all the rest of his days together, all his BFDs with you. You are the perfect match.
I guess there's nothing else to be said, but you may kiss the bride.